Hello. Back again. It's me. I look so washed out today. I don't have makeup on yet, so. What is up? Hello, welcome. Sorry, I canceled last week. Oh, hey, this is a giant beanbag. It's a long story. There's a whole thing going on. It's not for an ad. It was upstairs. It's Aaron's, and he doesn't have room for it anymore. And I have been envious of it for quite some time. So, what's gonna happen, in the new year, is that I'm going to move all of this, I think, over. I'm gonna have to move my dresser. And then I think we might paint another mural back here. I don't think we'll ever move out of this house. If we do, it'll just be our problem to have to repaint everything. But we might put another mural back here. Put the beanbag in the corner. And have like a nice little like reading chill space. Maybe. Thinking could be cute. If not, I'm going to put it in the corner like by our bed. It was such a rough week. Girl. Whew. How y'all feeling out there tonight? I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna make a pinned post, a pinned comment, I think, in a minute. I don't want to talk about the state of the world. I don't want to talk about the cabinet picks. It's really hard to manage my responses and fear and discomfort about everything in real time by being live. So I'm not gonna. So I think in a minute, we can have a very brief check-in with everyone. And then I think in a minute, I'm going to make a pinned comment that's like, we're not talking about current events right now. But really quick, if everyone just wants to scream, I think we can have a collective scream. Yeah. So true. It's just so much. So much screaming. So much. Yeah. So much. Hi, Pinless baby. Secondly, it's not just the US. I know in our Discord we have like a world events page so that you don't accidentally get jump scared by world events things. But in the world events page, I know one of our Canadian friends was like, there's also a Canadian election that's stressful coming up. You know? In local news, Felix is going to make a TikTok about it, so everyone acts surprised when you see it. But, we are trying to be more involved in our community. And so they went to a budget meeting for our city. I already got this out. About the library. And they were like, it wasn't stressful at all. Parking was a little stressful because of the location, I guess. But otherwise, they were like, you know, it was nice. I'm glad I went. I understand some things a little better.
Yeehaw.
So if you were looking for some push to maybe... They went alone. And they were like, and obviously it depends on where you live and your situation, but like, they were like, it wasn't scary to be there. They didn't have to talk or anything. They were just like there being like, yeah, we're part of the group of people who love the library. Please don't cut funding to the library. And as far as I understand, they didn't. So, I don't know if it helped, but it didn't hurt. Irish one here too. They love to have many unprecedented events. Pinless, I was actually going to vote in the Irish election, and I was going to vote for you. Are you not running? I wrote you in.
Yeehaw. Over 2.5 years.
That is so crazy banana pants. Pinless, what would your platform be? I've been banned. Too radical. That's so true. How do you guys vote in, how do you guys vote in other countries? Everyone who's here who's not in the U.S., in Oregon specifically, we vote by mail, but that's not typical. I think they also only vote by mail in Washington. Yes, I will actually talk about book clubs in just a minute. We have a many party system, so you give them your order of preference. You do ranked choice voting in Ireland? Cute. Love that. Oh, yeah, should we do little wins? Oh, I forgot to post on Discord that I'm live. I'll do it now. Minnesota also does ranked choice. We voted to have ranked choice in Oregon, and it did not pass. Oh, it already does it. Oh, because Seven set it up. Duh. Everyone say thank you, Seven. All the parties are different flavors of centrist. Ain't that just the way? And then there's another one. Oh, here. Nice. Oh, yes. There's an app that Arden shared in our Animal Crossing Discord. Hold on. Can I just copy paste it here? Oh, no, because it's not a link. Okay. Animal Crossing, guide for Animal Crossing. Can I share the photo? Oh, wait, if you're in the Discord, you can go see it. Don't listen to me. Hang on, I got it. I don't know anything. I don't have a little brain. Little Win is coloring and having so much fun. I'm going to tag everyone. Is it too annoying when I tag at everyone? Y'all be honest. I'm not a Discorder. Is it supposed to be like for emergencies? She's naked. So my brother and sister-in-law were here last week. We can talk about that a little bit, actually. It was amazing. Speaking of little wins. And so because we're still doing shift sleep, my sister-in-law's pregnant. So we put them in our king-size bed. Then we have a twin mattress that stays on the girl bed, and then we have one that's in the living room because we're doing shifts with the baby at night so that we both get to sleep part of the actual night, like uninterrupted. Not when it's only like once a week or so. Okay. Went to a concert yesterday. That's a miracle. Had our year anniversary. Pinless! It's mildly annoying in my opinion when it's like for random stuff. I don't personally like everyone because I hate having notifications. Interesting. See, this is why I ask. That's what I'm thinking, Gremlin. Like, I don't want to tag at everyone right now. I have my everything turned off. If you're like, if you've ever been like, can I DM you on Discord? And I say, yeah, I need you to know I check it once a week. So if you don't send it right then, I will see it in 1 week. Because I just don't get on there. I'm a little better about it now because I'm trying to like clock in. And I consider like doing stuff on the Discord like working. Not that I don't love you guys, but like because I'm like, I mean, obviously Seven does the most work on Discord. Just to be clear, Seven, the king of our Discord. But, you know, like, because it's ours. So I want to be interacting with everyone. But if I don't treat it like work, then I end up being on there for a long time, which is also not productive. You know what I mean? What was I doing? Oh, I was saying put some little ones in the little ones category. You can also put them in chat. I'm just going to try and go back and forth. I am on TikTok. That's where I got my start. Our start as a family. Finally driving for the first time this week after waiting many years to get my license. Slay, Haley. Hey, Slay. Slay Lee. It was right there. Wisdom tooth surgery. Oh my God. Sleeping Salem, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I was like 22. It was horrible. I heard the older you get, the worse it is, and I believe that because it was horrible. Started a new med just for anxiety a few days ago. Hasn't been giving me any terrible side effects so far. I was on like a fast-acting anxiety one for a long time. So helpful. I don't really need it anymore, which is great, but I'm on a mood stabilizer every day. And I was like, I don't know if this will make a difference. And I tell you what, boy, did it. I really feel stabilized. And like a mood stabilizer, like, I'm not on Blue Sky. Hold on, let me finish this thought because I'm going to forget. A mood stabilizer doesn't, I still have a lot of emotions, to be clear. They are just not like pitfalls where I like ruminate a lot. I'm not on Blue Sky. How are you guys feeling? I'm going to take a poll. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I'm on Threads. Are more people over at Blue Sky? Like, how do you feel? Okay, I'm doing yes, not yet, but probably will be. Never, and what's Blue Sky? Starting the poll. Okay, let's read some more of these little ones. Clean out my pantry, my fridge. Oh, it's the best feeling. It's so hard to do, though. Cute little radio. It's a real radio and Bluetooth connected. I love. Threads is toxic. So fair. I feel like it took a while for me to get my algorithm right. Because it's like, I don't know if it's just the way, it's got to be just the way the algorithm is. But, like, if I were to share something that was, like, pro-Palestine, it was then showing me, like, pro-Israel and pro-Palestine stuff because it, like, didn't understand what I liked about the word Palestine. Does that make sense? Open source meta versus I think on my meta. Interesting. It just becomes Twitter. That was what I wanted, though, was a Twitter replacement. I delete Instagram for a week and a new app dropped. Yeah, that's so true. I never did Threads. I like Threads fine. Okay, little wins over here. Finally getting my voice back after being sick all week. Love that. Got a job offer. Job after. Grim, that's amazing. Yay! Party emoji. Found an alternative liquid IV that's much cheaper. Bestie, please share. Mir's little, what is it? I dumped all his toys on the ground so he's running around yelling. Interesting. That is good to know about Blue Sky. You can block all stressful people with words. Yeah. Going to my local bookstore two more times this week. One is Friendsgiving book discussion, and the other is a TTRPG night. That's so cute. Planning a trip to Minnesota again. Love it. Love it. Hey, AI, using your content to train AI. Oh my so god. Is everyone getting this, or is it just content creators? Where it's like, respond to your fans using AI. As if I don't have, like, and, like, not that I have, like, an exorbitant amount of free time, obviously. Like, being a content creator and also a parent of a baby, it takes a lot of time. I don't really have a ton of free time. But I don't have so little free time that I'm like, yeah, let me have this robot say thank you. I just won't say it. Like, nobody's ever been like, not ever, I guess. Rarely, maybe 2 times the whole time I've had this job, has anyone been like, you never respond to me. Because, like, you know, we get, not to brag, we get a lot of messages. So I try to only respond if it's like, you know, if I post, let me see. Like today I posted about using my notes app as my schedule. I've probably gotten already like maybe 20 messages about it. And to like 10 of them, I like actually responded. And then to like 5, I just like liked it. And then to another 5, I was just like, oh, cool. And like went on about my day. You know what I mean? Saved replies are a thing. Yes. I'd rather no response than an AI response than that's ingenuine. Yeah, our whole thing is being genuine. So like I would never have a robot do it. Actually getting to watch the stream live. Oh my god. Hey, baby. I'm so glad you're here. Going to local high school theater productions? Yes. 100%. Twitter just started the policy of everyone's tweets training AI on Friday. Oh, is that why everyone's talking about it? Even when y'all just heart me, I love it. I love to heart it. That's what I mean. I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks, girl. Thanks, whoever. Sorry, I'm really trying not to say girl on stream. It's hard because it's the word of the year in our house. Thank you. Casey, love it. AI could never imitate this. It happened Friday the 15th. Thanks, Day. Love it. How to archive tweets? If you just delete your whole account, does it not get rid of it? Booked port activities for your Disney cruise. Arm. Sailing out of San Diego, perhaps? We're not going, to be clear. I don't have that kind of money right now. No, Lily, but I'm thinking about, do you guys know that like really famous monologue that we all did? I guess if you're my age, I'm 30, that we all did in like early high school where it's like, I ate the divorce papers. I ate them with ketchup. I think we should, I said that I was going to do this for the baby-thon and I didn't. I think we should, I'm going to make like dice that's like, one is like a character and the other is like an emotion. So like you roll it and it's like horny Miss Piggy and you have to do like that monologue or a similar monologue in like that whatever. The monologue. Oh, I forgot to look at y'all's results. Let's see. Oh, 13 people are on Blue Sky. Now we know. New poll. Do you know I ate the divorce papers with ketchup? It's just a yes or no question. I know that my local autism community hates when I give you only yes or no. Is that where your brain goes immediately? Okay, angry Miss Piggy? Sad Miss Piggy. I'm trying to think of any other character. Excited April Ludgate. The immediate nose. I can't believe it. And the final steps of getting my passport. Just have to send in the documents. 7. 7, when are you coming to the U.S.? I think no of it counts. Bitter Beetlejuice. Yeah. I love doing polls. You can do polls on YouTube, but I always forget. We need an Are You a Theater Kid poll. Is everyone not a theater kid? I truly just assume everyone here. One thing that I feel like there's like, you know, there's a lot of people in our community who are trans. There's a lot of them who are autistic, but I assumed everyone was a theater kid. Whether minimum or maximum. I feel like band is the same. I'm so sorry. And the energy I'm talking about, I feel like band's the same. I never got to be one, but I would have been one. I was a Shakespearean theater kid. A lot of non-voters in this chat is so funny. Not a theater kid, but I married one. I was an orchestra. Envy, what do you play? Theater Kid Sun Choir Moon Debate Forensics Rising. I'm so excited for the Wicked movie. Sorry. There's so little joy in the world. Not a theater kid, but I'm a film student. Everyone tell me your favorite movie. And then Falstini is going to tell you if it's good or bad. Active theater kid about to go into Tech Week. What show are you doing? Muppet Christmas Carol, Finding Dory. The Birdcage, great pick. Book smart. My favorite movie of all time is Rocket Man, and it's basically almost tied with When Harry Met Sally, which I think really says that I'm bisexual. Lost in Translation. I saw the TV Glow. I haven't seen. I'm too afraid. I just feel like I'm going to cry, and I'm not even trans. It's my husband. I'm also Arden from Discord. Oh, welcome. I do know you. Oh, yeah. No, I think that's fair. That's so funny because that's almost what I thought. That was what I thought first. And then I was like, maybe it's just on the brain. Jurassic Park, excellent. How the Bitch Stole Christmas? Elton John's Rocket Man. Oh, I haven't seen the 90s one. Yeah, I don't know what it's about. It's about space, I think, but... Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Juno. Sleeping Salem. Someone out here is just, like, knowing that you're their manic pixie dream girl. I don't know if you're a girl, but... Someone out there is just, like... You're the one that got away. Am I a manic pixie dream girl or am I autistic? Is that a crime? The Bob's Burger movies was good. Hello. Yes, I think I'm gonna add in Tuesday morning streams. I'm gonna do another poll on Instagram, I think, but that seemed to do good. And then when I add in a third day, which I think we'll do after January, I'm gonna do a night stream. I don't know what day yet, but. I love SpongeBob. The Princess Diaries, such a good choice. It's a great movie. Because if it's not, I am not safe here. This is a safe space. This is a safe space for recovering manic pixie dream girls. This is a safe space for late diagnosed autistics. This is a safe space for people who hate soup. If I should go to a knitting circle event without good non-alcoholic options, are you going with people you already know, or you're going in hopes of meeting people? This is also a safe space for peer-reviewed autistics. Live action Scooby-Doo, such a good film. Penles? No. What's the opposite of safe? This is a dangerous space for people who want to fuck the fish from Finding Nemo. Surely they must at least have lemonade. I don't know. Breweries? First of all, incredibly difficult word to say, if you ask me. This is like, I don't know if you guys know this. Growing up, I had a very thick Southern accent, because I'm from Alabama. I have worked really hard to not have an accent as much over the years. However, something that lingers... there are a couple things that linger, but one of them is like R's are like so hard, and I don't know what it is. Someone in the chat, I'm sure, is a linguistics like professor. But like I couldn't say the word crayon. I still really don't say it, honestly, because I would always call it crown. Because crayon is so hard. Also, the name Rory. It's too hard. The Roar. Yeah, Dory and I do have very... That's so cute. That's so cute of you to say. I'm literally a speech language therapist. Ours are so hard. Thank you. Potato Sarah. I can't believe they gave a degree to a potato. You're such an advanced starch vegetable. Someone Scottish tried to say burger alarm. Burglar alarm. That makes way more sense than burger alarm. I was like, what's a burger alarm? Must be an English thing. Like through or three. I'm from Liverpool. Rory does not roll off the tongue. No. Those exact words were the examples my professor would give. It's simply not built in for you because of where you're from, like how it's hard to speak other languages because of the sounds. Yes. Speaking of which, yeah, I was like, burger on the... When your burger's stolen, when your burger arrives. I forgot what I was going to say. something about me. I never, every year I'm like, and this is the year I finally teach myself Spanish on Duolingo, and every year I fall off by like February. Maybe next year will be my year, who knows. But when I worked at Disney World, we obviously work with a lot of cast members and then also guests who speak a bunch of different languages. That was like one of the coolest parts about working there. And so I knew like a few phrases in Spanish. And then one of my friends who spoke Spanish as a first language was like, you know, when you do say the things that you do, like I genuinely thought that you were not native, but like someone who spoke Spanish. And I was like, oh, I'm really good at impressions sometimes, like randomly. Not everything. I couldn't do it now because I'm not like around folks who speak Spanish as a first language. But if I'm just like repeating something back to you, I usually do a pretty good job. However, because I can't tell that I like sound good doing it. What would happen? Like this has happened at least like 8 times, I would say, in my Disney World career. Is like someone would like in Spanish say like, "Hello, do you speak Spanish?" And I would say like, "I can speak a little Spanish." Like, you know, what do you need? Which I don't even really remember how to say, but anyway. And then they would like talk really fast. And then I was like, I don't know why they always think that I can speak Spanish when I just told them that I can't. And then one of my friends was like, oh, you say it like super correctly. So they think that you're just like lying and you can speak Spanish. And I'm like, oh no, I just spend a lot of time with people who do speak Spanish. Yeah. But I feel faced in-group weirdness. Yes. That's what I've heard. I started thinking, Gremlin Lady, so here in Salem, where we live, Oregon as a whole is, like, very white. It is, like, one of my least favorite things about living here, which I have very few, but, like, it's, like, so white. However, in Salem specifically, we do have, like, a pretty good, like, specifically Mexican population, because folks will move from, like, Mexico to California up to Oregon. And, like... my therapist is from Peru, which is not the same, but she also speaks Spanish as a first language. Anyway, so I keep saying like that's why I want to learn Spanish, because I think my child, when they go to public school, will probably have like friends whose family speak Spanish, and I would like to like, you know, be able to talk a little bit at birthday parties and things like that. So, I'd like to. So yeah, it's a really good idea to watch a kid's show. No, right now he doesn't even know English, so I'm not super stressed about it. But I mean, it's probably a smart idea to like watch some things. I really liked Dora the Explorer when I was younger because it was nice to learn like things like open or like jump. And again, I don't know them anymore, but triaging medical calls in French. I took French in high school. I used to be able to count to like 10, and that's pretty much it. Highly recommend a community college class for learning Spanish. Maybe I should do that. Because, like, that's really smart. Yeah. Listen. It's a good thing to do. However, obviously, you know, I'm not judging anyone. Duolingo is like a very accessible way to learn things. Don't be stressed out. My comprehension skyrocketed. That makes sense. Honestly, it's me with English. Oh my god, I forgot to say, whoever met Anakin the other day, Silver Arrow. I don't know if you're here. Incredible. Amazing. I'm not like a hashtag Star Wars girly, but we watched them and I was like, Anakin's so cute. And I did know, I'd never really seen them before. I did know that he was, spoiler alert, I did know that he was going to turn into Darth Vader. So that wasn't a surprising thing. But he's so handsome. Honestly, did he really do anything wrong? When you're really handsome, can you even commit crimes? Asking the important questions here. Gave EpiPen instructions to a French kid who was 3-year-old. In French for a 3-year-old. I can't read. Ooh. Through reading poorly fan-translated manga online. Listen. People online really do so much work. When you're a white male, can you even commit crimes? Such a good point. Okay, I actually have to go grab my Switch from the other room. While I do that, and I'm also going to go to the bathroom, everyone share your little crime. Which is like, if you're new, sharing... You can also do it if you're watching on YouTube. Feel free to answer any of these questions in the comments, by the way. I do read them. If you don't know, if you're unfamiliar with sharing a little crime, it's things like, I haven't had any water today. It's like something you probably will fix, but you're like, eh. My little crime is last week I did accidentally steal a pack of lighters from Target. They were underneath a different thing that I bought, so I didn't see them till I walked out. So when I get arrested, you guys will know. It was an accident, though. They could put me on the... I'll take a lie detector test. But here's what happened is I bought a really giant tub to put some stuff away in our tall storage. And underneath the tub secretly was a pack of lighters. Feels like a dunce cap appears. Applying for a job every time my boss annoys me. Okay, hang on. I'm going to grab my Switch and go to the bathroom. Hello, I'm back. When my brother was visiting last week, I forgot to talk about that. It couldn't have been more perfect timing. My middle brother and his wife are pregnant. They are due in January. Very exciting. But they hadn't met our baby yet. And obviously, when we planned this, we didn't know how... Oh, I forgot to put my thing. I'll do that. The little posted comment. Pinned comment. When we planned this, we didn't know what last week was going to be like. So it just ended up that way. But, they came. They live in Alabama. Still. My sister-in-law also has a job in, like, the internet public. So we have a lot in common. And then my middle brother and I have a lot in common. I have 4 siblings total. So I have an oldest sister from my dad's first marriage, who I am not close with at all. We don't communicate. We're still technically friends on Facebook. I actually don't have a problem with her, really. Well, that's not true. We disagree on too many things, such as, like, science and vaccines and things like that. So I don't spend time with her. I don't talk to her or anything. We're still friends on Facebook, so, like, you know, mostly because I'm nosy. I'm part of the nosy community, if you didn't know that. I like to see what people are up to. But we don't, like, talk. When I go to Mobile, I don't see her, like, you know. Then I have another older sister who is also from my dad's first marriage. We are close. She lives in California. She is gay. She has 2 kids who are baby goofs cousins. They haven't met yet. They'll meet for the first time in December. But, like, we're close. We talk, you know, pretty often and, like, have a lot of stuff in common. Then there's me. I'm my mom's first kid. Traumatized, but very cute. And then my brother, who's closest to me in age, is 28. He's so smart. He's by far the smartest out of all of us. Really funny, probably also the funniest. Really tall. You know, he's great. And then I have a youngest brother who is 25 going on, like, 14. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now, and he still lives with my parents. But he's, like, he's, like, the definition of ADHD. He gets, like, really into something and then isn't into it again, like, 2 months later. So he's just got some stuff to figure out. He doesn't know what he wants to be when he grows up. So fair, you know, a lot going on. But he and I aren't, like, as close. We don't, like, talk as often. But we are, like, he comes and visits and, like, we are close. Me and my middle brother, though, I would say are probably the closest. I think probably just because we're, like, quite literally the closest in age. So we have a lot of the same memories from, like, the same time versus, like, my older siblings are, like, much older than me. The one closest to me is 9 years older than me. And then my youngest brother, there's, like, almost 6 years between us. So, you know, it's like the things that we're into are also kind of different because of our ages. But yeah, I have 4 siblings. Felix has 2 siblings. We both have, like, you know, a decent amount of cousins also. Yes, yeah. Hers are the kids that we babysat. They're really funny. I'm so excited for them to visit and meet the baby. It's also really funny because her kids are going to be the same, like, age gap that me and her were, which is really cute. So I'm hoping to, like, recreate some of the pictures from when my sister and I were kids, like, when she, like, met me for the first time and things like that. So, yeah. A lot of stuff. A lot of siblings. But yeah, it was really great for my middle brother to visit. He's about to be a dad also. I mean, I'm a mom, but you know what I mean. He's about to be a parent also. He's gonna be great. I'm not worried. He's obviously worried about it because it's new. But I was like, you're gonna be totally fine. It is a lot, but you know, he's gonna be a great dad. And yeah, he's just amazing. I'm so proud of him. So it was great to see them. Great to have them here. I'm really trying to convince them to move here. It's not going well. But I am really trying to convince them to move here. The thing is, like, it's so much cheaper to live in Alabama. Yeah. It's so much cheaper to live in Alabama than it is to live in Oregon. I get that. And then, like, they have like 2 dogs that are, like, really high energy that need, like, land. And they have, like, quite a bit of land. Not, like, crazy amount, but, like, they have a huge, like amount of space for the dogs to run around in, which they wouldn't be able to get out here. At least not where we are. But even if they moved to like a kind of a more like rural part of Oregon, like maybe they could, maybe. I don't think they will though. They both really like their jobs, and like all their other like family and friends are there, which I get. But I was like, okay, move here. Yeah. Yeah. It was. That's true, but they are like a straight white couple. Now they are like, they're cool. But like as far as them experiencing any stressful things, like they would be fine. Yeah, I feel like rural Oregon is more similar to rural Alabama than not. Yeah. My dad is from Coos Bay, and it's not like the Valley. I don't know where that is. Yeah. Yeah, I would love if they moved here. I would love, though, if, like, all three of those siblings moved closer. But it's also kind of nice, because, like, it's nice to be like, oh, we're going to visit. You know what I mean? It's like a little excursion to, like, go visit where they are. So I don't know. I'm so excited for our kids to grow up together. I'm really excited for Gonzo to have, like, older cousins. I'm so excited to see how my sister's kids are with him. They're just so funny. Like, they're very, like, they speak their mind. And so I feel like they might be like, having a baby's a lot of work. And I'll be like, it is. So true. Okay, sorry, it's so freaking windy on Animal Crossing. My bad. Jeez Louise. Yes, I am excited. I'm decorating for Christmas. It says it's not easy being green. It's got Kermit on it. Yeah, I feel like Dallas, I've gone to Dallas a few times for family things, and it really reminds me of where I'm from in Alabama. Are headphones not on? Hold on. Oh. That's why. I was like, why is there no sound coming through? Oh, I forgot to change the date. Okay, here's what happened. I haven't played for like 3 weeks. So we are time traveling today. Sorry, I know I said I was going to try to not do it, but that was before everything happened. Yeah, I grew up in Beach, Alabama. It was amazing. I mean, there were many things not amazing about it. I'd like to be clear. I miss the beach so much. I don't know what the next, year or 4 years looks like. Actually, I'll just go to November 1st. For us. As far as, like, visiting Alabama with everything that's going on. But I really hope that we feel safe enough to go there, because it's really important to me that Gonzo know, like, I don't know, I really like my hometown. I really do. I'm not enough to stay there, to be clear. Not enough to stay, but I do love to visit. I love being like, here's all of our weird museums. Here is, this restaurant that's been open for like 200 years, run by like essentially the same families. I love being like, I love it. I really do. So I'm excited to take him there. Also, my grandma that I am close with is still there. Yeah. It's crazy that we haven't met Kayla, because in my head I feel like I've met your kid, and it's just that, like, we're so busy all the time. You can explain Ferret Gate to Gonzo. Exactly. So you do get it. Oh, okay, let's see. Someone on YouTube asked for game markers. So everyone remember that it started at 51 minutes. And let's change this to, what should I call this? I'm going to say time travel catch-up. Because I just want to, like, basically say hi to everyone. And then we can, like, do all the work on the real day of today, but... Yeah. Oh my gosh, look who's here! Oh wait, no you haven't. 51 minutes. It's one of those things where someone said it and I was like, why? And then I was like, I guess some people are just here for the games, which is so fair. The last time I played, I think was November. I think the last time I played was right before Halloween. I think. And I don't know, but I don't remember the exact date. So I knew November 1st was after the last time I played. Oh my god, thanks, Luna. Okay, I don't think I really did much of anything off stream. Except I did see Luna. Who's Luna? I've got a lot of stuff to sell. Thank you, Seven. Luna's the only creature. I was just about to say, like, I don't think I've met Luna, though, but she's the sleeping... Mushrooms. She's the sleeping girly, right? Oh, I forgot. I just said that I don't have any room in my pockets. Might be. Okay, let's go sell some stuff. Am I missing... Did I miss someone's birthday? Oh, I missed the Halloween party. Well, you know. Yeah, playing for the first time... Oh, hi, sweet girl. Boy. Mouse. Broccolo's really cute. I love all the mice. I thought about having Mice Island. I decided not to, though. I don't know why I don't play more. It's because I have a baby. But, like, every time I log in... Hi, sweetie! How are you? Everyone say hi to A Lot of Wood, who also streams. A lot of what pronouns do you use when you're just being a normal person and not when you're, like, being a drag queen? This is a pronoun check. Amazing. We went to college together for, like, a year? Just 1 year? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I'll kiss him 100 times. A semester? Wow. Time really is fake, huh? Anyway, don't go there, but Alana was great. They also stream. They are also a theater kid. I presume you're very excited for the Wicked film. Leaf is so cute. We have I think it's only like 100. What are our things even right now? Are they like Gonzo coins? Anyway. Morgan. She, her. Yeah. My college, don't go there. I went to the University of South Alabama. I majored in musical theater because I hate money. And it was so much. Okay, Leaf, I'm on a mission. I'm in the middle of something. Oh my god, I've done it again. I did it again. In Overseas Space, I'm constantly vibe checking people. Okay, I have to go sell stuff. Stop trying to pick things up. Carrie? Ooh. Love. Arm, is it short for Armin this whole time? Do you always say that? Yes, girl! But this time it's the butthole edit. Can you imagine? I want to sell. Arm, I thought your legal name, and it's not my business what your legal name is, but I thought it was just Arm this whole time. And I was like, fun. I guess, like, legal's not the word that I want, but, like, I was like, how interesting. I'm loving that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I thought that was your name. I love when we do the pronoun check though and people are like, here's my name. The other thing is, I've talked about this before. If you're new, welcome. I've talked about this several times. My name's Morgan. My pronouns are she, her, but I'm married to Felix. Their pronouns are they, them. They changed their name to Felix, which is relevant to the story. And then the whole time we were dating, we're married now, but the whole time we were dating, they were like, maybe I'll change my name. Like, I don't know, da-da-da-da. And eventually I was like, I need you to help me with something. Sorry to make a trans person do work, but here I am, a silly little cis person. And what I am more than anything is part of the nosy community. And when I meet someone and they have a very interesting name, my unfortunate knee-jerk reaction is to be like, oh, is that your real name? And that is not what you should say, and that's not a nice question. It doesn't matter if that's how they introduce themselves, what you should say. Da-da-da-da. But it's because I've always wanted to be a parent. And so every time I, like, want to know more about people's names, it's not because I'm like, well, is that your real name? Like, because I should call you by the name on your birth certificate. It's because I want to know if your parents picked this incredibly interesting name, and if so, what's the story? Or if you picked this incredibly interesting name, and if so, what's the story? So now I'll always be like, oh my god, I love that name. Where did it come from? Is, like, usually, like, kind of what I say. Or I'll be like, I love that name. Like, is it from anything? Or, like, if I, like, recognize it, I'll be like, oh, is it because, like, you know, is it from this actor or this movie or blah, 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 blah. Because that's the real question I'm asking. Yeah, is there a backstory? Because, especially in Oregon, it's not always a name that they chose. Very often I've met people who are like, oh, my parents are hippies. And I'm like, I love it. My parents named after Carrie from Highlander because Queen wrote the album, Kind of Magic, for that movie, and it's her favorite Queen album. Oh. Listen, it's still a cool story. I just think it's interesting. Also, like, as someone who always wanted kids, I was like, yes, Elsa is a powerful queen. As someone who always wanted kids, I wanted to be like, are these the names that, you know, my kids, like, I want to know, like, what my kids' friends' parents' names will be, or my kids' friends' names might be. Or it'll give me an idea if they're like, oh yeah, it's actually from, it was like my parents' TV show, favorite TV show, and this was like a really minor character, and I'll be like, maybe I should, what am I doing right now? Maybe I should do that. Oh my god, I forgot we time traveled so that we can do things fast. I'm on part of that, sometimes I have a trans woman respond like, oh thanks, I grew up myself regarding their body. That's so funny. I love when people make silly little jokes about things. We've all talked about it. I think it's so funny. I love when people who are part of something get to make a joke that I couldn't make. Because I'm like, hell yeah, I love it. It's like how I get to joke about my childhood trauma. Other people don't get to. I mean, you can joke about your own childhood trauma. You can't joke about mine. Oh my god, she's so cute. Can I give her money? Like, if I wanted to? I've never tried. Okay, whoa, I don't really want to give her 10,000. Hold on. I want to give her 1,000 bells. Hold on. How do I do this? Okay, here we go. Come back. And our hormones, when someone compliments a part of my body, I say thanks, I grip myself all the time. Listen. If I jump forward in Animal Crossing, will it mess up if I go back to real time? That's a great question. I've never gone forward and then back. I only go back and then go back to real time, or I'll just keep going forward. I'm named after my adoptive parents' dog sitter because it was Irish and meant the dark one. Because of my depression! Listen, it's cute. My name is Morgan, and it means by the sea. And my parents already liked the name, but then later, when they found out it meant... Oh, they give it back to you. That's so cute. It only matters if you purchase turnips. They spoil if you time travel. Interesting. Anyway, and my parents told me often, especially before I knew what the word meant, that I was conceived by the sea. Not like outside or anything, but they were in Hawaii, actually. And so they told me that all the time. Oh, I forgot about Antonio. That would haunt me. Yeah, it does. Boy, does it. I do love when I compliment someone's name and they just are like, oh, thanks, I picked it myself. Love it. So cute. Oh, let's go put some conceived. That's really funny. Nice. Yeah, I saw that you shut the door. Yeah. I was almost named after one of my mother's lesbian besties, but they ended up picking something else. What were your almost names? I was gonna be a Tyler if I was a boy. Which I think is kind of fun. I don't feel like Tyler would have fit me. But, you know, maybe it would have. Deposit. James or Nicholas. Let's put 80,000 in here. Almost Bethany. Cute. That sounds like the name of a band. Probably some Christian shit. Kyle. Kareem. Did I say that right? Gonna be Arlo. Arlo's cute. I was almost Carson, but too many people were like, that's a boy name. As if Taylor was not once a boy name. Yeah. Taylor was what my mom wanted to name her first kid, and then her sister, who knew that, named her kid Taylor, who was 2 years older than me. They are not close. Genevieve. Oh, sorry. Genevieve? One of my favorite influencers has a kid named Genevieve. But they always call her Gigi, and they are from like the Midwest. Oh, so your whole family is interesting. So true. So it's really funny because they will be talking in their normal Midwest English accent, and then they'll be like Genevieve, and like go off. I think it's a really cute name, but it's so funny because I'm like, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. I feel like when you're speaking, you know, in your Midwest American accent. Rowan has gotten so popular. It's really cute. I didn't hear it until the like all-girl Ghostbusters movie. I think it was the first time I had heard it, and then I feel like after that it was everywhere, which I'm sure that's not where, but like both in people picking their names and in babies. I'm apathetic about it. That's how I feel about my name. People all the time are like, would you change it? Which, like, I think you can be a cis person and change your name. Like, go off. I don't know. I don't love my name, but I don't dislike it necessarily. I feel like it's kind of like, I don't like that it's unisex. Which is obviously funny considering most of our community is like a lot of trans folks, but, I don't know. I'm so girl. So I feel like it's like, I don't know. That's not my favorite. But I don't think I would change it either. I thought a lot differently, but it was something very non-binary. Neutral, thank you. Oh, let me put I'm gonna put a little pinned comment. We are not talking about current events right now. I'm just saying that with smiley face. And it would help if I spelled current right, I think. I have an incredibly femme name, and I love the irony. I do. Unpin after manually unpinned. Or at the end of stream. Perfect. Cool. Nice. More girly pop. Yeah, and it's perfect. Okay, have I talked to everyone? Paul. Oh, I do love Theodore. Good night. Ciao. Sorry, was that annoying? I've seen the Lizzie McGuire movie. They go to Rome. Don't listen to me. Have a good night. Yeah, my almost name was Tyler. My brother's almost name was, like, I think Madeline? Which is kind of cute. Just like Lizzie McGuire. I'm familiar with the documentary of Lizzie McGuire. Yeah. I'm glad that we don't... Hello! I'm glad that we don't share our kid online. I am. It's so hard, though, because he's so cute, and I also think his name is so cute. His, like, full name I think is so cute. It's hard. Every day I'm really brave. Oh, speaking of which, in Boy Moms Club, one of the Facebook groups I'm in, excuse me. Someone just posted, like, why are so many people not sharing their kid on the internet? Like, I see so many of my friends now, like, putting emojis over their kids' faces. Like, what's that about? And basically, like, all of the comments are people being like, oh, like, you know, I share my kid, but here's why other people don't, or, like, here's why I don't. And it was mostly people talking about, people who, the first thing you think of, you know what I mean? That's illegal. And I was, like, the first person to be like, okay, I agree with all that. Also, like, we don't share our kid, secondly, because of, yeah, because of AI also. And I was like, I don't love the idea that even the tiniest bit of my kid could be used in, like, AI things. That's really creepy to me. Yeah. Yeah, that was what I said. I was like, I don't think, if you're just, like, a regular person with a regular job and you just have private, like, Instagram and Facebook, I don't think you're a bad parent for posting your kid at all. But I was like, this is why, like, other people aren't. And then after I said that, other people were like, oh yeah, like, also AI is scary. That big computer steals child's image 0 out of 10. Yeah. Alright, that's it, girl. Yeah. I've talked about this before, but there's a girl I went to high school with who posts, like, 80, no lie, 80 photos of her kids every single day on Facebook of just everything they did that day. OMG. Twins. What's everyone's island names? Don't get me wrong, I'm not changing Girltopia. I love Girltopia. Yes, way too much. Way too much, girl. That's too many photos of your baby that are easily accessible. 2 babies, actually. Now she just had another one. My island name is Palestine. Cute. Girl, I forgot my island name. That's okay, girl. Basil? Oh my god. Speaking of names, I've talked about this before. Oh, let's talk weeds. But, 2 names that I wish I could use for a baby, but I can't, for 2 different reasons. I guess 3, actually. The first one is I love the name Basil, which is how, like, British English folks say basil, but it's only because of the movie The Great Mouse Detective. And his name is Basil, and I've always thought it was so cute. Ooh. Kadama Meep, Lesbian Island. It's so cute. I don't want any pets. I'm not a pet person. Let's see. Gardening should make you happy, which is why I decided to buy weeds from you at a very special price point. Basil, very cisgender, and we are British, so... I love Lucy. I love Lucy. That's really cute. The second one that I've talked about several times is Fievel. As a kid, I've always wanted to name... As a kid, I always wanted to name my future kid Fievel. which is from An American Tale. However, I found out later in life that it's like a traditionally like Jewish name, and we're not Jewish, so it's not for me to use. And like, you know, if it was like Joshua or so many mice names is so true. Actually, I didn't even think about that. And then, and like, you know, so fair. But every time I have a friend who is Jewish who's like thinking about maybe having kids, I'm like, have you considered the name Fievel? Very cute name. Name of a wonderful mouse. Perhaps you're familiar. Ooh. Prosper. Baby's name is secretly Mickey. If I had a kid, I'd name him Poppy and nickname him Lollipop. That's so cute. Yeah. Judging on this pattern, the third baby name is Stuart Little. No, the third one is Kasim, which is Aladdin's dad's name in Aladdin and the King of Thieves. And it is also not a name that a white person can use, which is not something I knew as a kid, obviously. But it's such a cool name. Kasim, also Aladdin's dad. He's good looking. And I guess I was like, if I name my, as a like 6-year-old, I'm like, if I name my baby Kasim, maybe I'll get to marry Aladdin's dad. Yeah. Winnipeg? That's really cute. I don't think it's so crazy, actually. His name was just so fun, people never believe me. Aladdin's sexy-ass father? I'm familiar. I named my bearded dragon Moss. My name is Cedar, so I went for forest vibes. Then I decided to stop because people are... Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Kasim. Maybe. Do I have wind flowers? What kind of flowers do I have? I'll take 5. Hello. Leaf is so cute. I didn't like him at first because I thought he was kind of creepy looking, but I didn't realize he was supposed to be a sloth. I guess I just thought he was supposed to be like a really round-headed mouse. I don't know what I thought he was. Thought Lanta's so funny. 7. The possibilities are endless. It's 5 degrees outside. Celsius. What's that, like 20? I want to go to the UK so bad. I can't wait for everyone to be like, you stupid American, and roll their eyes at me. 41? Oh, okay. That is still cold though. I would like to be clear. I'm not downplaying the coldness. I just can't believe how off I was in my guesstimation. That's so true, Dangerous Moth. You think you know how easy a name to spell is. Although honestly, Felix grew up spelling the name Phoebe. And I was like, I can't imagine being a kid who's learning how to spell. Okay, we're going to the next day. And having to learn how to spell Phoebe, where none of the letters except the last E make the right noise. People call me Cider and Cedar. No, we're gonna do Hear Me Out gender pudding. So it'll be like, this is my gender. And I think it's gonna start like normal. And then it's gonna get a little more unhinged. I had kids in my grade with Irish and Polish names. One of my, not someone I'm directly related to, but someone I am like tangentially related to, has a Polish original last name, like maiden name. And they eat like a lot of Polish food at Christmas, which is, by the way, apparently just like a bunch of different ways to consume meat. And it's so fun. Okay, we're going to November 2nd. Should I do 2 days at a time, I guess? We'll catch up quicker if we do that. Rowena. Honestly, she's being creative. Oh no, what did I just do? Has been Mothman, which also doubles as my most recent sexuality. I love it. My full name is so long I used to extend the name line growing up. Exhausting. My maiden last name was like that. It wasn't even that long. It was just that I think I wrote big. But it was like 10 letters? 8 letters? 9 letters? Pierogies and cabbage has me in a chokehold. I got Cheska instead of Jessica once. That's so funny. I've never been a cabbage girly. I can't get behind it. I know it's also like people really like it in the South, and I never could get behind it. Maple's here. I love when Tom Nook is in his sweater. He's so cute. Here she is. She's here. First is 8, last is 10. There's a Z in there. There's a girly pop that I used to work with at guest relations in Disney World. And she got married. And her last name has, like, quite literally, I think, like 15 or 16 letters now. It's a divisive vegetable for sure. My last name was 12-letter last name and learned it before 1st grade. Teacher did because she was racist. Well, we're not surprised. They write big sometimes, so they'll have half their name on one line and the rest on another. Listen, good for them. Yeah, when we were picking baby names, it was important to us for it to be a name that's, like, pretty easy to spell. There was someone I worked with at Bluegill. Oh, it was Natalie? Like, it wasn't Natalie. It was like... No, the opposite. It was Nathalie. There was a TH. She was not white, so maybe it just wasn't, you know, like a name I was familiar with. But, the people that not everyone. Some of the people we work with still called her Natalie, and she'd be like, it's Nathalie. And they were, I'm sure, just being racist. My GF and I want to hyphenate our last names, but I could have a 15-letter last name. That's a lot of letters. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was like her full name. Oh, I forgot about so many flowers. I was like, why are my pockets full? Okay, let's find a place for these flowers. She ran away from college and a cult. Wait, she ran away from college to join a cult, or she went away from college, then separately she ran away from the cult? Yeah, our friend Lemon, who you guys have seen, they chose a together last name. Which I think is smart. I could not be bothered. Yeah, I love having the last name May so much. You couldn't pay me to go back to my maiden name. I guess, actually, no, you probably could eventually, but... It's so nice to not have to, like, spell it all the time. And I go in and say the whole thing with my chest every time. I love that. My best friend and her husband chose their own. She ran away from the cult, so she had to leave college. The cult showed up at our dorm and started asking questions. That's bonkers. Yeah. What an interesting person. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like queer folks that I know who make like a new last name. Oh, so it's second calls. That's really funny. Wants us to double barrel. Is that what they call it? Where you hyphenate them? I didn't know there was like a verb for that. Oh, did you invent it? And now I look stupid. Y'all are so brave to keep your long last names. Do y'all remember? I guess I'm not realizing maybe this is an American thing, but like in the U.S., it's gonna sound stupid if it's not, but we like take a lot of. My choices were long. We take a lot of tests using like they call them scantrons, but it's like bubbles you fill in, and then the teacher doesn't really have to grade them. They can just like put in the like a scantron first with the correct answers, and then they scan all the other kids' tests, and it'll tell them what's wrong. Does that make sense? Anyway, this is where I want all the flowers to be, but I want to put all this other stuff in first. I forgot again that we're supposed to just be talking to everyone and then going to the right days. Here we are. They have 2 options as the last name. One is super long and one would be so funny. Oh, anyway, with scantrons, even my last name, which only had like 8, 9 letters in it, it didn't fit on the scantron when I put my name in. Sorry, that was a really long way to say, like, that's something to consider for people who are like, I'm thinking about having a long last name. Although everyone I know who has a hyphenated last name, when it comes to things like that, they just only use the first part of it. And it's not a big deal. Sometimes you do get lost in the Animal Crossing sauce. Now a double-barreled middle name, and later I'm apparently getting a double-barreled surname. Surname is so cute. Yeah, someone said they have a, I don't remember what it's called, but like the little thing over the E in their name. And I do think it's really cute. Do you guys have issues? I guess maybe not in other countries, but are there problems with like government forms? That couple that could marry and hyphen their names to Bonadella Bartlebaugh? That's so fun. Bonadonna. That is so fun. Felix is reading to the baby. His wife has 4 middle names? That's so... It must take forever to get a passport. I can't believe I've never heard of this term, and all of you guys know it. What day of school did I miss where they talked about double barreling? What does it come from? Hi, Cherry. See you around. Rapping Germans make a little verse about Bonadonna Bartlebaugh. Bonadonna. Yeah, I can't believe I've never heard of this. Pinky is really cute. I have 2 middle names, which goes crazy when your parents are mad at you. Oh, that would make sense. That's still... Listen, you guys are so smart. Yeah, I was with you. This is where I'm putting flowers, by the way. That's why I'm doing this. And then we have to time travel somewhere. What a great question. I think I'm having... I think I'm having... I think I might make myself shrimp and grits, actually. For lunch. Maybe. sometimes I do this thing where I just kind of, I don't really like dig holes, or I just kind of plant them and see what happens. That's my new thing. I feel like that happens sometimes. Like you do get a lot of groceries and that's great, but then you're like, what do I eat? There's so many options. Let's do this one. I try to do it like randomly. It doesn't always work that way, but. Nice. Let's water these bad boys. What a great question. I don't know what he's gonna wear for Thanksgiving. Here's the thing about, like, being a new parent and, like, the state of the world, right? I think everyone here knows that, like, Thanksgiving as a holiday is, like, not... our favorite, right? Like, we know that it, like, started because of some stressful stuff, some stressful people. At the same time, I do really love that we have this, like, yearly thing where everyone wears a nice outfit and we eat a bunch of food and we all hang out with each other and everyone's off work. So, I'm not gonna be like, we're not doing it, but also, like, we're not doing it. Yeah. So, anyway, all that to say, like, he doesn't have, like, a outfit, because I don't want to wear something that says, like, my first Thanksgiving. I don't know, like, how Thanksgiving will be talked about in the future. You know what I mean? So, I think I'm just picking out, like, a cute little fall outfit, but I haven't done that yet. He does have a sweater with his name on it that we might put on him, but, like, it's not really, like, fall colors. What am I doing? Yeah. I love how many people's cats fall asleep. Welcome to stream. This is Sleepy Cat Town. Oh, I need to go put all of this. Yeah. The various woodland creature costumes. That's what I'm thinking, Chloe. Like, in the future, obviously right now he's a baby, so I don't think I need to talk to him about anything, but, yeah, I think we might be like, this is, like, the land, like, the indigenous land that we're on, you know, maybe make, like, a donation. I'm also very curious what, they'll talk about in school as my kid gets older for Thanksgiving. And hang out in the hot tub because it's hard to be thankful right now. Yeah, it is. It is, but also, like, I think that's the other thing is I do really like, like, I always liked when we were like, these are things that I'm thankful for. I really like the idea. I'm not religious, but I really like the idea of being, like, speaking out loud, like, good things that are happening. You know what I mean? So, like, I do think we'll be like, what's something you're thankful for? What's something you're currently excited about? Or things like that. I don't know. It's hard to know, like, what the future will look like for many reasons, but that's one of them. Should have consulted with people actually make that food rather than trying to improvise on our own. So true. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it sounds fun. What I'll probably mostly be doing is trying to catch spit up in my hand before the baby ruins the outfit that he's wearing, and then take pictures of the baby with grandparents. That's mostly what I'll be doing. I'll be seeing you. Maybe I should stick to every day so that... Oh, I should be also getting the recipes from every day. That's kind of how I'm feeling, Moth. And that makes sense to me. I love Maggie. I love that she looks like cheese. I love her cheese house. A terrarium? Yeah. My friend's theater company starts every show with land dedication. I think that's kind of like what a lot of folks are doing. We don't do that right now, obviously, because we're sleeping in shifts. But there have been many, many nights where, like, in bed, Felix and I'll be like, "What was your favorite part of today?" I just think it's nice, yeah, like to be like to be thinking of like no matter what's going on, there are things that are good that are happening somewhere, right? So, oh, here, have this cherry. And I feel like it's good to talk about those things. Our baby right now, he is so close to saying hi. He's not, and like, he's only 5 months old, so like, not that close, but like, you know, it's exciting. That's exciting. Portland, Oregon, I guess. So sorry. Okay, let's go water these flowers. Now that I've put them up here. All that work, I forgot that I broke my axe. I am near Portland, but the first one is really funny. Okay. And we gotta water. Oh my, no, that's what I broke. Oh my, so god. I'm a mess. Hot Mess Express. I'm so sorry. That was embarrassing. Okay, let's move this too. What is this? A Nook Miles ticket. Thanks, girl. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the indigenous creators that I follow are saying with Thanksgiving. Because I don't think anyone in real life is like, don't see your family on this day. Go home and be sad. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do think that people are like, we're kind of moving away from this. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds. I think change is important and good. Yeah. All of Oregon, and maybe this isn't true, but based on the names that I know, I think all of Oregon, every city is named after a city that already exists. They were like, we love a theme. We'll just keep stealing other people's names. That seems the theme is theft. Right now I'm collecting mushrooms. It doesn't, whatever you try to post, it thinks is a link. I've been saying I love good food but not murder. That's so funny. Yeah, it won't let me like approve it. What I always wanted as a kid was essentially what we're doing now, because I was like, I don't love Thanksgiving food. I never have. What I like is like mac and cheese, which I do think is kind of a Thanksgiving food, at least where I'm from, and then like green bean casserole and like rolls. I don't really want ham or turkey or like I don't know if there's anything else people really do on Thanksgiving. But I don't really want any of that. I want basically just a bunch of sides. I do know about corn pudding. I haven't had it, but I do know about it. Yeah, mashed potatoes. Listen, that's so fair, Kayla, but if you're not playing it now, then what good is it doing you? If it's just doing nothing. Now, if you want to get back into playing it, you can. But if you're literally not going on your island anyway, then it doesn't do you any good to not restart. I do love deviled eggs. Well, that's not super true. If you were here when I was pregnant, what I love is the deviled egg, the middle part of the deviled egg. And what I hate is the white, soft egg part. And so what I want is just deviled egg middles. And would you believe there's not a way to do it without wasting a bunch of egg? I can't believe Antonio is jockey. He's not giving me jock personally. Do you not like the boiled egg at all, or just the ratio of that bite? What a great question. I think I don't really like it at all. When I have like things that have like egg in them, like egg salad, I don't really eat just the like. I literally kind of eat around them. That's not a bad idea. Okay, hold on 1 second. The baby's upset, and I just want to go check on him because he's so cute. Please hold. Hello, back again. Baby's fine. Yes, deviled egg innards. That's what I want. When I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna invest in, like, similar to Nutella, the opposite of Nutella, I guess. I want just, like, a spread that is just deviled egg insides. All right. If you are not on the Patreon, we got a brand deal. I won't say who, I guess. We also haven't signed the contract yet. So don't get too excited. But we did get, hopefully, an offer that will, like, happen. Which is great, because we haven't had a brand deal in so long. We're doing one. We already had one planned with Big Fig. So we at least knew we had, like, one next month. Hopefully this will be a second one for more money than we've ever made. Now, it is for, like, 4 or 5 deliverables. So that's the other reason why, like, you know, the number's kind of high. But still. Whew. Really great if it goes through. No, I would say the first thing for us personally is that we are gay and brands are not reaching out to queer creators as much at all for brand deals. Second of all, Q3, which is the one we just were in, is, like, typically where we get the least amount of brand deals. I don't know why, because I don't work for a brand, but, like, in the 2.5 years we've been doing this, like, as a job, that's been true. So, like, ideally, when we eventually are making enough money that we can put any amount aside, ideally, hopefully, we'd be able to, like, plan for that. Q3 is when brands prep for holiday. Interesting. And then also, I don't know if this has affected us. Like, maybe we wouldn't have gotten more or less, but, like, talking about Palestine, I know a lot of folks who used to get a lot of brand deals have at least gotten less, if not none, for talking about it. I don't know if that's necessarily true for us, just because, like, we were already getting less brand deals in the last, like, year anyway, that, like, I don't think it would have made a difference. I mean, we're still talking about it. I don't think it would have made a difference one way or the other. Maybe it would have if we... Not that it would have been worth it, to be clear. But, like... Maybe it... I don't know. But I know that other people specifically have gotten, like, notes from brands where they were like, well, we're going to work with you, but, like, it seems like you're being really political right now. Talking about Palestine. And again, that didn't happen to us, but I think that is potentially part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the other thing is, like, considering, like, compared to other people, our views really, like, when we post about Palestine, they do go way down. But, like, it's not all we're talking about, because this is our job, and, like, we try to be, like, a place where people are, like, safe and cozy and, like, having a nice time. And those are still doing, like, when we post our regular stuff, it still does, like, not great, not as good as it did a year ago, but, like, pretty good, compared to other people who, like, seriously, their views have, like, completely tanked and have not gone back up in, like, the whole last year, basically. So, like, that's the other thing where I'm like, okay, but why aren't we getting more brand deals? Like, anyway, but it doesn't matter. We have 2 right now, so yeah, hopefully we get more. We can put some away. We can pay some of our taxes that we owe from the last 2 years. Very exciting. Yeah, what I'm really hoping, what I'm really manifesting, I really want to do a brand deal with the people who are doing the Tales of the Shire video game in March. I don't know if they'll be hiring people closer to the actual launch. I know that they paid. I mean, I think that they paid. Maybe they didn't. But I know Cozy K did like a sponsored stream with them. To like preview the things that like you can already play on like the demo, or maybe not everyone, but like that she could play on the demo. I'm manifesting that. I would hope that they have a budget to like pay people. But I did not grow up with Lord of the Rings, but I love like the vibes of Lord of the Rings so much. Like I like the foresty, like, you know, eating a lot of food. Yeah, we've had sponsored streams in the past. Not that many, especially because like since having a baby, I really love streaming, but it is like, it's not where we make up any majority of our money at all. So we can't, when it comes to like prioritizing our time of like what we're going to spend the most time on, it's not something that we make the most money on, so it doesn't make sense to put it at the top of our priorities. Does that make sense? So anyway, now we have like less views than we did before, because I'm only streaming 1 day a week, but I really like doing it, and it'll keep, I don't know, like I'll keep adding days back. I loved doing a sponsored stream with Gatorgram. I really liked Donut Factory too, honestly. And then I'm trying to think, is it just those two? No. And then we do it with Wildflower. Is it Wild Farms? What was it? It's literally right. Wildflowers. Yeah, I don't know if they're still available. We didn't used to have a like VOD channel. And now we do. So I'm putting literally everything over there. So even if we did a sponsored stream, if they didn't pay us to also save it on YouTube, like, I probably would still put it over there. I should replay it. I should just restart it. Yeah. So YouTube is where, like, we don't make the most money there, but for the amount of work that we put into it, it is the most lucrative eventually. Does that make sense? So right now, on average, as of last month, before last month, we were making about $100 a month on YouTube, sometimes less. So we wouldn't always get a monthly payment from YouTube because it has to be over $100. But in the last like 6 weeks, we both have our editor Veronica, who is, I don't think here right now, but she has been editing for us, and then also I've been editing. So now, like, and we weren't basically all of postpartum, filming or editing. So now we're trying to have like a weekly normal video go up, and then also at least a weekly stream. And they are now on like 2 separate channels, which is exciting because before I was like, maybe it doesn't make sense to have 2 different channels, but then what was happening is like, YouTube has an algorithm, even though it's not the same as like TikTok. And I feel like it was maybe holding us back a little bit, to have VODs go up on a YouTube channel when like a lot of people didn't click on them because they weren't interested in our VODs. They were only interested in like vlogs, which is so fair because Twitch isn't for everyone. It's like very stream of consciousness. It's not like curated or edited. Like it's a very different vibe to watch VODs. But anyway, so then we talked about it, and now we have a completely separate channel for our VODs. And I feel like it's already helped a lot because people who are interested in watching people stream, who don't even know who we are or whatever, are watching some of the VODs on YouTube. Because that's all they want. Yeah, so I feel like it's been really helpful. But YouTube is it's the one that could eventually lead to the most things, easily. Especially if TikTok gets deleted. And it's also like, I do really like doing it. For Christmas, like the Christmas money we're getting from like people from grandparents and Felix's parents and stuff, we're using that to buy a nice like vlogging camera. And I'm so excited for that. I feel like it'll really make a difference. Which ones did I not water? The top ones? Listen, I'm so glad. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it helps also a lot to go live on TikTok before streams. But I hate going live on TikTok so much. And I should just do it because it really does bring, like, honestly, like 10 people. And, like, if I were to do that every week, then, you know, in 10 weeks I could maybe have 100 new people over here on Twitch who would then maybe go to YouTube, which is, like, again, where we get the most, like, it's where we get paid the most directly for the work that we're doing. Does that make sense? Except for brand deals, obviously, but, so, anyway. All that to say. Yeah, I really like doing YouTube. What's happening? Oh my god, I forgot I did this. Yeah, being live on TikTok. Yes, so true, 7. Being live on TikTok, people don't, I don't know. It's like, people really want to try and trip you up on TikTok a lot, I feel like. So, and it's like, the people who are here on Twitch get our vibe a little better. And it's much easier to control because it's like, you know, less than 100 people usually. Versus TikTok, it's like, it shows it to like randos who are trying to hurt your feelings. Or like 13-year-olds who are like, why do you tell people your pronouns? Or like, why do you think abortion should be legal? And I'm like, I'm not trying to get into all that right now. It's very hard to manage real time. Like, I'm not like a public speaker. I'm just like an idiot who is charismatic. Yeah, so every day on your island somewhere there's like it's like a little growing shiny thing. And if you dig it up, it's like 1,000 bells. And if you bury 10,000 bells into that hole, it'll grow a money tree. And then if you want to move that money tree, you can dig it up afterwards and move it. Okay, I need to talk to Mabel, and then let's go to the next day. TikTok recently showed a video of mine to 1,500 conservative middle schoolers. That's so mean. That's mean. It should be a crime. Yeah, I don't get on TikTok anymore. I get on like once a week. And it's like a new rule that I made for myself a few, like 2 months ago. And it is, my mental health is so much better. Because, shiver. The way that TikTok works is it knows what will keep you on the app. Even if what will keep you on the app is things that scare you or piss you off. And I'm just not letting it do that to me anymore. I'm not. Sorry. So as soon as I see something stressful that is just like, just something that's made just to stress me out, I leave. I refuse to get on TikTok because I can't deal with the transphobes. Okay, I don't really like any of these outfits, Mabel. So sorry. I think they're kind of ugly. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I started voting TikTok on election night and it's so good. What do I do with my time instead of TikTok? Is that what you're asking? I'm really in my audiobook era. I also, you know, I do have a baby. He takes up a lot of time. The AI overlord is so mean. Yeah, I will scroll reels on Instagram every now and then. Also, like, all of the, like, political information that I was getting from TikTok is still being delivered to me through other social media, through like the people that I follow, the like creators that I follow isn't really the word that I want, but like, you know, people who talk about things that are much smarter than me. But like, I'm trying to learn how to get my attention span back. Yes. Yeah, because I'll be like with the baby. And it's like, and not so much now since I'm not on TikTok as much, but it's like, it'll be like 3 minutes and I'll be like, oh, I should pick up my phone. And I'm like, why am I doing that? So I've started like charging my phone in another room, or like I have an iPad, but I every time I've tried to like scroll on my iPad in the past and it just doesn't look good. So, which is good. So like I'll have my iPad and I'll listen to my audiobook through that and like put my phone on the other side of the room. Yes, it does do that. I don't know, yeah. Anyway, but I think the problem is I also do genuinely love TikTok. Like, I love going on there and being like, I love, everyone tell me your TikTok guilty pleasure, because mine is I love restocking and reset videos. I love them. Mostly reset. The restocking ones stress me out because of like climate change sometimes. But when people are just doing like their like Sunday resets, oh, love them. Love them. I could watch them all day. The hoof guy ones, the brother that was just here, they have horses and they watch those. Yes. I'm begging you, as someone who's a TikToker trying to get people to YouTube, please go follow the TikTokers you like on YouTube. You can just go find their content specifically if you like it. I love kid lunchbox packing. I love watching people vacuum their couches. Yes. I watch Sunday reset videos. Sorry, that was probably so loud. I watch Sunday reset videos for like 15 minutes before I have to do chores. Because they like get me in like the mind space. Cafe latte recently. Cafe latte? Cafe latte. What is that? Like people making coffee? Okay, I feel like we've said hi to everyone. That was a scary cough. Oh, it's a cafe run by the Fae. Now he's laughing. Crazy. He's crazy. That's so cute. Oh my god. I meant to bring this up like an hour ago. So, if you follow me on Threads, I did already post like a kind of a vibe check about this. I keep complaining that I'm not in a book club, but also I don't really want to like run a book club because like you have to text your friends and be like, can you guys meet on Thursday? And then like someone's like, no, wait, I have an appointment, and like blah blah blah. So anyway, I don't want to do that. But the other thing is I also don't like when other people tell me what to read, which is actually like a big part of the book club. So, and if you didn't know, if you're new around here, we used to do like a weekly book stream when I was streaming like 5 days a week. And I do think that was really nice. But I think what I'm gonna do is kind of start like a Twitch book club. However, I'm the queen of it. So it's just going to be me being like, here's a book I was already excited to read. And now if you guys want to read it, we're going to talk about it on Twitch on this day. And I think I'm going to try, at least at the beginning, to only pick things that also have like a movie or a show adaptation. Because right now I'm really in my like comparing those two things era. Although right now I'm reading Mexican Gothic, which doesn't have a show or anything, but it is really interesting. Yeah, like I'm thinking, and also I think it'll only meet like maybe every other month, so I think it'll only be like 6 books a year that like we're all discussing together. Maybe once a month. I haven't decided. But I think I'm going to do like I'm going to reread Dark Matter and then I'm going to watch the show because I really like that book. I read it like 2 years ago and I think about it all the time. I think it's only going to be either stuff I've already read or stuff that I think that I'll really like. And then secondly, I think I'll only do like one horror book, like one like monstery thriller. Maybe not though, because I don't like romance, and that's like what the rest of them are. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm always doing other things. People who can just listen to an audiobook without doing something else, they have incredible attention spans. What I've started doing lately, oh my god, I have to make myself big. I didn't read anything Isabel just said. Hope it wasn't important. My whole life, people have been like, you should do Sudoku. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I knew the rules, but also I was like, it's impossible. And then I don't know what happened. But part of my postpartum journey is that suddenly I know how to play Sudoku pretty good. So I've been playing Sudoku on my phone while I listen to audiobooks. And it's been great. Oh, sorry, I have to stretch. Yeah, I always hated it. And now I'm like, actually, I love Sudoku. Ooh. And now I'm on like the master level on my app. I keep getting ads for Killer Sudoku, but I haven't played it. Mushroom Wreath. Yeah. I just remember learning about it as a kid and being like, what's the point? That's me with the people love the New York Times games. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Cozy K because she loves it. But I'm like, I don't get it. This is Tom Nook. Are you busy? I have a visitor here. Are we gonna meet my girl? Yeah, I think I'm too not smart for crosswords. Oh my god, she's so cute! Yeah, I just don't... That's what people say. They say it's good for you. I think the New York Times games are on strike right now. Do they not get paid enough to make their games? The strike ended. Thank you. I was like, how do you know so many words? The strike ended. Oh, well, good. Well, great news. I did not cross the picket line because I don't play the New York Times games. Yeah, I Google stuff, LMAO. But, like, if you're just Googling it every time, like, I wouldn't be having fun doing that. And I'm not here to be like, that's cheating, because who cares? It's a fun little game. I'd like to be clear. I'm not the crossword police. But I wouldn't be having fun so much. We need an accessible crossword. I try to find the words. What I want is like a crossword that's like for specific things. So like a musical theater crossword I think I could do pretty good at. This is so funny for Tom Nook to say when I have not done anything with my home. Or ask other people what they think it might be if it's a paper crossword. My friend Anna, there's no way she's here. She was one of my bridesmaids. We met working at the restaurant I worked at all through college. You guys know when you meet someone who like is genuinely so cool. And they're like the kind of cool where like they don't even like talk about how cool they are because they're just like, I'm just a regular person. She's literally like a girl in a book. She would show up to work like a little hungover, but like with her sunglasses, and she's also like still so beautiful and like glowy. And she would like go to the hostess stand and she'd do whatever the daily crossword is in the newspaper in pen. And like she was also so like classically beautiful and so like effortlessly funny. And I was like, Anna, How dare you not be gay? This is insane. She had no right. She's engaged now, though, so. Awesome. Now we can do Happy Home Designer. We're not doing it today, but maybe we'll do it on Tuesday. Monday crosswords are easier than the rest of the week. Each day is harder than the next. I did learn how to make terrarium. I haven't done it. Yeah, she's amazing. They are, yeah. We've been doing this thing, don't tell anyone. We've been doing this thing where we call it babysitting, and obviously we don't actually do that. Because we're both parents. It's never babysitting. Like, we are both the parent of the baby. But it's funny to us. So we'll be like, oh, thank you so much for babysitting. As if the other one's the babysitter. And trust me, it's a really funny joke. So we'll be like, oh, gosh, how much do I owe you? I think it's funny. The problem is we can't do it on, like, TikTok. Because people will be like, they will either... People get really defensive of me on TikTok. Don't tell anyone. I'll say things like, did you pay your rent this month? It is funny. People get so defensive of me. Sometimes of Felix, but mostly of me on TikTok. So, like, I will be making a silly little joke. And I'll be like... I'm trying to think of a specific example. I'll be making a joke being like, oh, sorry, I'm so stupid. My husband's the smartest man in the world and knows all the words. Like, if we were doing a crossword. And they'd be like, oh, do you not know who whoever is? And I'll be like, no, sorry, you know everything, blah, blah, blah. And I'm joking, and they're joking, and nobody's feelings are hurt. But if we, like, turn that into a TikTok, people will be like, Felix is always calling Morgan stupid, which is not true. Yes. People always think that they, as if we don't run the account together, as if I don't know that I'm being recorded when I'm being recorded. Did he give me the recipe? It's just, people get so defensive of me, especially when I was pregnant. People had a lot to say to Felix, and I'm like, you're not a part of our relationship. You don't know me. Why are you being so weird in my comments? Anyway, so I forgot why I started that, but yes. Hi, sweet girl. Let's chat. Yeah. People also love to, we don't do this so much anymore because it's just so much when people comment it, but if we talk about me being bisexual or, like, one of us finding someone, like, hot, we posted, we went on our honeymoon, we talked about how, like, our waiter one of the nights was, like, super hot, and someone was like, oh, I would, you know, myself, if my husband talked about, or if my wife talked about someone else being attractive when we're married, and I was like, that's so much to put in my comments, number one. Number two, like, okay, I wouldn't. I love to talk about other people who are attractive. All the time, actually. We both do. Yes. Yeah, let people be hot. Also, like, if you are in a relationship where you and your partner don't talk about other people being hot, that's fine. I don't necessarily think anything's wrong. Sounds like maybe you're in a different relationship than I am. It's almost like we're two different people. I love saying that's a weird thing to say out loud. So true. Yeah. Maybe you should consider talking about these feelings with your partner or perhaps a professional. Just a thought. Just throwing that out there. Because I'm not on TikTok anymore. Because I don't get on there. I don't read the comments as much. Oh my god, hang on. This is taking so long. Rats. Yeah, people really do have a lot to say, huh? Oh my god, what's his ass is here. Yeah, people comment things so often, and I'm like, what do you think the comments are for? Even people who I think are just being so horrible and, like, mean, I just block them. Like, I just, like, what do you get from leaving a mean comment on someone who's not, like, actively trying to be mean? Now, if someone is there to bully someone else, the meanest thing I'll do is essentially say, like, this is a weird post to make. Yeah. Alright, sounds like we're fishing. People truly think other people's comment sections is their little diary. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really need to know about collectibles, but I want him to think that I care about what he has to say. Witness me. Yeah. 3 of the same kind of fish. 3 of the same kind of fish? Oh, for the collectibles, duh. I'm so silly. Yeah. Not now. My partner wanted to know how to respond to it, because yes, they are dating. If you ask me, here in my house, those two are scissoring. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start my C Sports challenge. My bad. Come back, little dude. Where'd he go? C Sports. Gays in our game? They're business partners. Yeah. Fishinista's really funny. 3 big time fish in a row. This is a tall order. Alright. Ooh, so cold. Chat, what should I have for lunch? Here's all the options. Oh, I said I was gonna make shrimp and grits. That is what I'm gonna make. Good eye, chat. Good job. I feel like there was something else I was gonna ask chat about, and now I can't remember. No. He said fish sona. He also said fishionista. Because I think. Didn't he say, what's up, fishionista? And then later he said, on a different time, I think he said, have you picked your fish sona? Which is really funny. I was afraid mine was just an absolute freak. No, I think he says both. Oh, no, yeah. I don't think it affects it, but, you know, I feel nicer when I let them talk. You know, I've actually been preaching about community. And part of community is letting the guy just, like, not shut the fuck up. Okay, wait, which button is it? Okay, good. Part of community is letting Tom Nook talk to you for a long time. That's what he needs. Part of community is honoring other people's special interests. Yeah. I read the word of shelves. Yeah. Sometimes a shelf is a shovel. I forgot I put this here. That was really funny. I'm so cold. Oh my god. I know this isn't a book stream. I have to complain about 9 Perfect Strangers. First of all, this was my first Leanne Niordi, I don't know who's her last name, book. She's Australian, I guess. So all of her books are take place in Australia, which is fine, except like I said, I'm in my audiobook era right now, so I'm listening to the audiobook. And if you didn't know, dear reader, famously, I have a really hard time understanding New Zealand accents, which is not the same as Australia, but, like, you know, they're similar. They're right next to each other. So I had to listen to it, and I honestly only listen to, like, 1.25 if I speed it up. Sometimes 1.5 if I'm feeling really, like, this makes sense to me. But I had to listen to this one on 1 because I don't understand their accent very good. Which is so funny because I'm reading Mexican Gothic right now. Although her accent's not very strong. But anyway. So I was already having to listen to it slow. And then also, as I said, like, I don't scroll while I'm listening to audiobooks. Like, I am just playing Sudoku and, like, snuggling my baby. Because I listen to it, like, while he's sleeping on my shift. So, like, I was paying attention. And still, I feel like so much of the book, like, I have questions. I feel like it didn't make sense. Like, I feel like if I end your book and I have to Google, like, what happened at the end of ba-ba-ba-ba, like, that's not a good book to me. And other people love that. They love open-ended endings, and that's fine. Not me. Secondly, like, I want to know if the author has lost people in her life to suicide, and also has she lost a child? Because it was very descriptive on the feelings that people in the book were feeling about both of those things, which is, like, fine. But then, like, it's not written like, and then they got over it, for sure, like, but it is written like they were nothing ever got better ever again. And, like, I don't feel like that's very, I'm not interested in that. That's not very hopeful. Leanne, I don't know if anyone is here from Australia. Moriarty? Moriarty? I don't know how you say it. Moriarty? Leanne is also spelled Liane. Yeah. I don't know how you say it, though. And to be honest, until this moment, I thought I was saying it. Moriarty? That's a lot of mouth movement in one last name. Moriarty. I think this is big. That seems kind of small to me. Also the villain in Sherlock Holmes. Is there a villain? Do you mean the books? I've never read the books. I've never really seen the movie either, so I don't know why I said that. I thought Sherlock Holmes was, like, episodic, and so there's, like, a different... She did write Big Little Lies, which I've seen the show. I haven't read the book, but I want to read the book, because I really like the show. Oh, the BBC show. I thought it was episodic. I thought it was like Dexter, kind of. Oh, so it is like Dexter. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I thought Sherlock was, like, not the villain, but isn't he kind of, like, morally gray? Is, like, Columbo. Who's Columbo? Whoa. My dad thought it was short for Bitches Be Crazy. It's like British... British catch-up time. British Broadcasting... Crazy. Certainly not like Moriarty. Okay. Classic cop drama. When I think of U.S. drama, the first one I think of is Grey's Anatomy, which I've never seen. Broadcasting Company makes sense. You guys are watching much more advanced shows than me. I saw Breaking Bad. Does that count? I would say Breaking Bad is like a big drama classic thing that I've seen. That make decisions to get justice. Is this a big one? I need a really big one to be sure. I've never seen Grey's Anatomy. We talk about this on stream probably like a couple times a month. I'm not complaining, to be clear. And it just seems so boring to me. And then also I think of it as a show for straight people. And honestly, I'm not even against shows for straight people. I watch many things that are clearly made for straight audiences. Many, many things. But, like, it just seems so... to me. the episodes I've seen. It's just, it's not meant for me. Unfortunately, though, I gotta tell you, I don't have great taste. Because I genuinely, like, rewatch Friends very often. And I think we all know that, like, subjectively, it's a bad show. No, objectively, it's a bad show. And yet, I do be watching it. Nice. Let's go tell CJ. I did like Glee. I only watched the first, like, 2 seasons. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Same with Will and Grace. I love Will and Grace, and, like, it does not hold up. So much of it doesn't hold up. But it's like, yeah, I'm watching it with nostalgia. Which, you know, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long, like, obviously, the whole point is that nothing ever ages perfectly, because we learn and we do better. Photo op! He's so cute. Yes, please. Have these fish! I don't freaking need them! I'm trying to think of, like, the like, weirdest, not weirdest, I guess weirdest, like, thing that I was, like, really into. I mean, we all know I'm obsessed with Scrubs, but it was very popular. I don't think that's that weird. Let me think. Niche is the perfect word. Oh, I was really into this show. I bet no one's even gonna know it. Speaking of Will and Grace, there was a show that Eric McCormick was in. Am I hearing what? Go ahead. No. I see he's ready for Christmas still. Happy Christmas. Did you want to do it for everyone? I can hide the... Did you want him to sing for everyone? I heard him squeak. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Go ahead. Nobody can see us. I bet he will for me. Come here. Hi, sweet boy. You look so blonde today. Wow. He says, I didn't know this TV was turned on over here.
Yeah.
Hi.
He's like, what's happening? Yeah, no, he doesn't want to.
La, 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 la. No, he's just looking at Cinema Roll.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
You say hi? Hi,
Big
smiley boy.
Big smile.
Smiley, smiley boy.
Yeah, he was just like shrieking at the top of his lungs, excitedly squeaking.
No.
Yeah, he says, I'm Babiana Grande.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's up, man? You guys had all this stuff in here and you didn't show me?
I know.
Yeah. You see Animal Crossing? Yeah. You say hi? Hi. Okay.
He's a shy baby.
I told everyone that, we say it's babysitting.
Oh, yeah, that's a joke.
And we're like, oh, thanks for babysitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Come here, bud. He's very sleepy.
Yeah, he hasn't had his morning nap.
He did.
Oh, that's right.
He took an hour-long morning nap, and then he's been up.
He looks so mesmerized.
Yeah. It's the bright lights of cinema.
Oh. Oh. Is that your tummy?
That was my tummy.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, anyway, back to me. Okay. Weird shows that I was into. What was it called? Perception. This is a show that Eric McCormick was in from Will and Grace. I'm just gonna copy this actually. Oh no, wait. I'll do it this way. That's This is a show that Eric McCormick was in. It did not do well. It had like maybe 2 seasons, possibly only 1. And I loved it. It was very Sherlock Holmes house. Like, this guy had like special paying attention powers, and he helped the cops. It was like Psych, but like he's more like agoraphobic and older and very handsome. I mean, the guy on Psych is also really handsome. Yeah. There's a bunch of different ways to talk to babies. There's not really a wrong way to do it as long as you're being nice. It's also good for them to hear people, like, speaking to them like adults. My favorite season of Scrubs? Great question. I think season 2. I love when Elliot gets her, like, My American Girl episode. Oh my god, what just happened? I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, remove. Yes. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Did anyone here get really into like a random Netflix show that they like then canceled? I do wish that I could see like who I've talked to on here. Like Chaos? No. I've never heard of it. I don't love Chief. Oh, it's selling him my fish. Yes, I did see that. I just haven't set it up. I also like, I feel weird about being on my phone in front of stream, if I can help it. Other cultures talk to babies like adults is very interesting. It has Jeff Goldblum in it. Interesting. I also genuinely really liked Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Which obviously did do well, but like, you know, it went off the air. Oh, there was that show with the voice of Louise, whose name I can't think of right now, and is it Christian Shaw? And not Will. It was called The Last Man on Earth. Will Forte. And I really like that, and it was like cut short. Like the ending doesn't make any sense because they thought there was gonna be another season and then there wasn't. Oh, I also really like the show Smash, which did not do well. I really should make and carry around a workstation, and I don't. Jeff is Zeus. Oh, I did see an advertisement for this. There's like someone else really famous in it too. Is it Eddie Izzard? There's like someone else really famous in it. Besides Jeff Goldblum. Yes. Yeah. She shared it. There's a cute little VW bug going around in my neighborhood. Yes. Cute. Okay, I want to make watering can. Yeah, I got advertisements for it. I haven't watched it. What we're watching right now, so slowly, we're rewatching Sister Wives. We are almost caught up. And then we are, I think that's it. Are we watching anything else? We're watching X-Files with Upstairs. But like Bo is kind of watching it by themselves, and then whoever is like nearby is like just also watching it. Yeah, I love Eddie Izzard. I don't know what pronouns she's using. Last time I checked, I think it was any. But then I know recently she posted like kind of a longer thing being like, I think now she's identifying as a trans woman, and before she wasn't. Did I not make a watering can? Oh, here it is. But I have some of her older like stand-up comedy stuff on DVD. Love it. So good. Yeah. I never watched Umbrella Academy. I know people were really into it. And I have always had such a crush on Elliot Page. But I never watched that. There was the other one that was called, like, Sense8. I also didn't watch that one. I've also never seen Ted Lasso, and I know I would love it. Everyone's like, oh my god, you would love it. It's so good. Yeah. Keiko Death. Do you have a flag? That one's the Dress to Kill, I think is that one. So good. Yeah. I was actually just talking about stand-up comedy this morning. I'm lightly thinking about doing like small stand-up comedy bits. Here's the thing, being a new parent, you don't get like a lot of time to yourself. Being a content creator, you really, like, I am not complaining at all, because like we get to make our own schedule, and like I really love this job, but like some like brain rot that you get from having this job is you'll be doing literally anything in your home, like making coffee or making your dinner or snuggling your baby or anything you do at any point ever. You're like, should I be filming this? Should I be turning this into content? Should I be talking about this? Should I be, on top of like also being like, am I using my platform for good? Am I talking enough about important things? Are people, you know, gonna be mad that I didn't post this week because I was busy? Like, it's a great job. It is not physically demanding compared to other jobs. It is like, there's a lot of mental load to it. Anyway, I forgot why I started this. Oh, stand up. So I'm trying to find things that are creative, but also that I won't try to necessarily monetize. So I'm thinking about doing, like small stand-up and like local open mics. I didn't watch Agatha all along. I know Marvel is like on the BDS like official list now, which I'm not a Marvel girly anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But anyway, before all that, I didn't watch like the WandaVision or any of it, so I wouldn't have watched it anyway. Although a bunch of people that I like were in it, but Shashir came out recently, which is really, I was surprised. I commented on it and said, this is when I comment on things. Because I said, so you're saying there's a chance, which obviously there isn't. But I was trying to be like, you know. I didn't say, oh my god, please let me kiss you. Which would be a weird thing to say. But, love it. She's so hot. Her and Nicole Byer, they have a podcast. Sorry, I don't know if you noticed, I have a baby. Don't know if I've mentioned it. So I don't sleep. So my brain it doesn't fire on all cylinders. They have a podcast and it's so funny. I haven't listened to like most of it because I'm not really a podcast girly. But the ones that I had listened to are so good. So true, Gary. We did not start social media. I was actually just talking about this morning also. We did not start social media for it to be our job at all. At all. What happened, the shortest version, I think we might do like a lore Q&A soon, speaking of which. The shortest version of everything that happened is that it was quarantine. So we were like taking turns crying every day because like we worked at Disney World. We didn't know what was going to happen. Disney World shut down for 4 months. We couldn't get different jobs because everyone in Orlando wasn't hiring cast members because they were like, as soon as Disney calls you back, you're going to go back there, which was true. So we were only relying on unemployment, which was like it worked out. It was very stressful, but we did get unemployment. And then while all of that is going on, Felix posted a video of me like having a silly Muppety breakdown, because I was like, I want to go to Texas Roadhouse so bad. I just want to go to Texas Roadhouse and have a 3-course meal. I want to have an appetizer and a steak and then dessert, and I want everything to be normal, and I can't go to Texas Roadhouse because we don't have any money because it's a global pandemic and we don't have jobs. And like I was genuinely crying and upset, but also it's like so funny because it's like it was relatable to people. So it went like, at the time we thought it was really viral, but now looking back it was just like small viral. Like got like 100,000 views, maybe 200,000. We got like 10,000 followers in like 2 days. Crazy. And then Felix was like, I think I'll just keep making videos about like us and us doing stuff because like you're so funny. And I was like, I think I'm pretty funny, so sure, yeah. I think we're funny together. So, you know, we just posted little things about our lives. Yeah, the Animal Crossing Switch video, that was after we'd moved to Oregon. But anyway, so that's going on. We're just posting about our lives. We post about being gay and like we were planning a wedding. Worked at Disney World. And then I got laid off because the Walt Disney Company laid off like 38,000 cast members all in like 2 days. And I was one of them. So we're crying a lot and we're like, where do we go? Because like, what am I, like, there's no reason for me to be in Orlando if I'm not working at Disney World. That was my like dream job. I loved it so much. So we were like, Felix is from Oregon, and we were like we could move to Oregon and like live with your parents maybe, and like we couldn't have lived with them because they didn't have room for us for sure in their old house, not the house we're in currently. But they were amazing and they paid for us to move. Like they paid for our moving truck, they paid our first 2 months of rent here. But we came here and we got weird office jobs. Well, actually Felix was at Starbucks for a while, and then they also got the same office job as me. And did that for like 2 years, and while we were doing that we were just also posting on social media, again not trying to make it a job at all. It was like a really fun hobby. And then the first time we got like a brand deal, it was for Universal Standard, and they gave us like, it was like 2 shirts and I think $200 to just talk about their like t-shirt sale. And we were like, this is amazing. Like, if we just do, like, a couple of these a year, like, we can make so much money for our wedding, which was not true. But, so, anyway, it just kept growing. And then, eventually, I was like, I think, because I was thinking about not being here because of I hated being at our office job so much. And Felix was like, why don't you quit and stay home, and like you'll work with social media stuff and I'll stay at the office job for another however long, and then eventually maybe we can both quit. And then at the beginning of 2023 Felix quit the office job, and now we both do this full time. But if you've watched us talk at all about like any of our YouTube videos or anything where we talk about wage transparency, we make on average like between $2,000 to like $2,200 a month total together. And our part of the mortgage is $1,500. So like we are not balling. We don't do this job like for the money. We do it because it's like really fun. And it's a lot of like freedom in making our schedule. Because like if I want to edit YouTube videos at midnight, I can. Like, I can do it then. That is fine. And then, you know, like, if Felix needs to edit something short form while holding the baby, like, they can. So, like, we do it for the flexibility, and we're able to. And we're only able to because Felix's parents are nice enough to let us, like, live in this big house together. But yeah, so anyway, sorry, that was a really long way of saying, like, no, we did not start it on purpose for it to end up being our job, but it's really cool that it is. I really like it a lot. It is harder work than it seems, but it's so cool. I love it so much. I love like talking to people. I love when people message us and they're like, oh my God, like, you know, I love hearing you talk about like being no contact with your family, or, you know, being a pregnant person who is also plus size, or like Felix talking about top surgery, or yeah, I think that's the thing is we have no job security at all. Like we don't have enough to like, I'm not complaining, but like we don't have enough to put in savings. We don't have enough for like retirement. So like this is our, you know, I don't know if it'll last forever. And we have looked into one of us maybe applying for the post office for like the holidays, or like, you know, maybe starting with part-time jobs, and then like if we're still not making enough money, like maybe getting full-time jobs. We're not quite there like yet, but like neither of us are like, I'm too good to go back to a normal job at all. Like if we have to do that, we have to do that. That's fine. We'll probably have to eventually. But today we don't. Oh, I forgot to change the time. But yeah, it's so cool. It's a really cool job. It is work though. Tell you what. Will any job I'm not passionate about last forever? Yeah. Yeah. So true. It is so hard to be an influencer with like morals. Cause like Puma, who is on the BDS like boycott list, for Palestine specifically, they have asked to work with us a couple times, and we keep being like no because of the boycott. And then like when last summer, when was it last summer? No, 2 summers ago, 2023, when the actors union one was going on, we also got asked to promote like a movie, or I don't remember, something that would have gone against the strike. And we were like, no, sorry. Now, I do gotta be honest, y'all. From between, don't tell anyone, but if some company was like, we'll pay you $50,000, I've got a baby to pay for. You know what I mean? Like maybe I would do it, depending on what it was. I don't know. The opportunity has not presented itself. But like when I see people doing, it would be hard to turn down. That's more than we make in a year. But when they're like, you know, someone who's paying us a normal amount, or probably even a less amount, it's very easy to be like, I can't do it. I won't do it. Oh, Gulliver must be here today. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. When I see people doing those Bloom advertisements, while they annoy me, I'm like, they must have really needed money. Yeah. Yeah, well, what it was, like, people were like, Netflix is gonna try to offer you $100,000. And I was like, I gotta be honest, if Netflix offered me $100,000 to, like, say something about, like, that's a lot of money. And I am just a girl who's trying to exist under capitalism. Like, if I took that, I wouldn't have to worry for, like, a year. Now, again, it's never happened. But yeah, when people were like, influencers, beware, I was like, okay, I'm waiting on the offers, and nothing like that came. The one thing that we got like talked to about was not, honestly, maybe it wouldn't have broken the strike, because I think it was for like a reality thing, but anyway, didn't matter, we didn't do it. What are you making? Anyway, yeah, when I see, I always interact with ads of people that I like, to be clear. Excuse me, not just anyone. Because like that's how like content creators pay their bills. Cozy K, as we all know, is my favorite content creator. We're also pals. Every single time she posts an ad, I comment every single time. I save it every single time. My friend Abby, Like, I comment on all of her ads that she does. My friend Maggie. Like, it just doesn't cost anything. I also, like, really try to, first of all, we always make it known. Always, always, always if something is, like, gifted or actually an ad. Or I'm posting on our story later something that was gifted to us. And, like, when it's, if you don't know the lingo, when something's gifted, like, you don't have to post about it. It's genuinely supposed to just be, like, a gift. They're like, here you go. Like, we just thought of you. Here's something nice that we're sending as a brand. But for me, when we get something like hashtag gifted, it is usually because we're not like big influencers. It is usually because like whoever works for their like marketing, or I don't know what else would be called, but it's because usually the person who works there, like it is their job, but they are also like a sweet pea who follows us. And so I do want to give them a shout out because I'm like, thank you so much. This is so cool. Like, I can't believe I have a job where I got sent this cool little water bottle. Even if it's not something that like I'm necessarily going to like keep. Cause like, I don't know how to say this. Sometimes brands send things and I'm like, I'm not the target audience for this, but my brother is, or my best friend is. And so I have certainly gotten things from brands and then sent them to someone else who will use it more often. Which I don't think anybody would be like shitty about ever. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have a Ko-fi. I think, yeah. We definitely have a Ko-fi. Coffee. I don't know how you say it. But anyway. Right. I have also sold things on Facebook Marketplace before. If like I don't have anyone who like wants it. Now, I'm not trying to sell it for full price. But it is like, I don't know, maybe that's shitty. But like it's like part of the payment when I do something for a job. I don't know. Not often, but if it's something like that I think someone would be like happy to get at a discounted price, then I will sell things. I don't remember. Oh, we made it because hello. We made it because of when I was playing Bindi and the Ink Machine, and it all went to hell. I had to like replay that one section, or maybe it was when we had to replay a section of Mario because I saved it wrong. I don't remember. Okay, who else do I need to talk to today? Oh, Gulliver's here. That's what it was. We'll do that and then we'll probably end. Yeah, I think that was why we made it. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Per usual. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool but really weird job that we have. Gulliver, where are you, my love? Baby boy, come on. Come on. Oh. Hey, girl. I'm ready for small town drama. I had to do an assessment for an interview. It was a 20-minute timed IQ test and then a 100-question behavioral assessment that included questions like, I do not like having fun and I do not like achieving my goals. So true. Do those behavioral tests actually teach anyone anything? We could. I don't ever want it to seem like, I don't know. I don't ever want it to seem like we're begging anyone for money. That's why, like, we talked about it in our recent, baby, nothing worse than having fun. Yeah, it's so weird. We talked about it in our baby favorites video where we were like, we're not doing wage transparency right now because it's not like great, but also it's not bad, but also I don't want to complain. But also when it's going really well, I also don't want to brag, you know? I think you should. I guess it's true, with as many applications as you've had to do, it makes sense that you got some of the weird ones in there. But that is so interesting. What kind of job is it? If you want to talk about it. It's Gulliver. Cute. Okay. That's true. I've had worse too, but this is the most recent one. A technical writer. Ooh. I don't make it that much. Felix's dad makes it quite a bit, actually. And I do think it's funny pretty much every time. Wake up. Wake up. And they said no calculators were allowed. What a silly thing, because you always have a calculator. We live in the future. What's most funny to me about future, like, jobs right now in the future is people will be like, you need to know how to do this, when, like, quite literally you can Google how to do just about anything. And, like, that makes sense for, like, electricians. I don't want my electrician just, like, Googling how to do electrician work in front of me. But, like, people who write, like, code, like, the people I know in real life who write code at their job will be like, oh, yeah, I just Google. I use, like, a Google format thing. And it makes my job, like, so much faster. Yes! Yes, I had a friend recently, I say recently, within the last year, who was applying for several jobs, and they kept making them, like, do work during the, like, first part of the interview. I understand when you have, like, a job that requires, like, a skill that you need to prove that you have, doing that, like, further in the interview process. But at the beginning, it doesn't make any sense to me. That seems so unfair. They should pay you. Gulliver! Come on, man! Oh, no. Oh, this is where they're in the... Sure, I'll look for it. I do, too. In the nearby ocean. I don't even know if I have a suit. Do I have a suit? Oh, I do. Perfect. Let's go. How do I swim? I don't even remember how to do this. How do I dive? There we go. Okay. How do I come up? There we go. Learn their product and write custom instructions. And I said, I will not be doing that. I think that's fair. These companies, they really are doing something, huh? Oh, all of this is gonna be new because I haven't used before. I'm gonna run out of pocket space. It is. Y'all. I really should be diving all the time. I love stuff about the sea. Oh. Is it not 5 pieces when it's Gulliver? Oh, sorry, Mr. Fish. Whee! Hey, you go, Fish. Hey, girl. That's me, precious communicator. It's an iPhone. Yeah, cugging a tea sand. Y'all, do you think Gulliver, like, do you think they really forget him on purpose, or you think they push him off the boat? Is he annoying? He He seems nice to me. I think he seems like a nice bird. I don't have a slingshot, by the way. That's why I keep not stopping. It is mutiny. Mutiny, some people have said. He has good eyebrows. He has a really good attitude. He's a very can-do attitude. Why are they pushing him off the boat? He's so nice. Assess these fossils, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna assess these. I'm gonna sell stuff, and then I think we'll be done. I think that's fair, Gremlin Lady. Sometimes you have to be a slug. Honestly, you're being relatable. The eyebrows weigh him down. He's so cute. This and this, and also I've got you an octopus. Slug life. I'm not slug shaming. I would never. I should not be a content creator. When I was talking to my brother this morning, I was telling him some stories of like the kind of messages some people have sent us, and he was like, because he sails. He's a sailor now. He doesn't have a sailboat. It's like his wife. This is kind of a long story, I guess. His wife went to this really expensive private school, but she only went there because one of her parents worked there. So they were just like a middle class family, and she went with like a bunch of like rich, and I mean like rich with a capital R, like kids. So anyway, I think that's how they know this person who has a boat that they like basically don't use. And my brother was like, oh, I've always wanted to learn how to sail. So he learned how to sail, and they just like let him borrow the boat, and he just like goes on the water and like contemplates life, I guess. Anyway, he was like, I kind of want to, like, he was like, I do not want it to be my job, but I'm thinking like maybe for fun, about like making content about sailing. Like I have learned a lot in like my first year of sailing, and I want to like share it. And I was like, listen, I can certainly tell you what I know. And I was like, also, especially if you're going into it not wanting to make it your job or like necessarily make money, you're just doing it for fun, then like that's the perfect way to go into it. If you're just like, I really like this thing, I want to talk about this thing with other people who also like it. Perfect. But yeah, he's so funny. Because I was like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And he was like, oh, I'm going on the boat. I'm going to sail. It's my Sunday sailing time. And I was like, so true. Honestly, so relatable. Classic. Yeah, I think I'm also, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. I think I'm going to start uploading the YouTube VOD the same day. So I'm going to finish this and then immediately try to go put it on YouTube. She's trying to have her life more together. Okay. I have to pee so bad. I have to go kiss on my baby. Have some lunch. Yeah. I do post for the thumbnail. Oh, did I today? No. I take it like a normal photo. When I like try to screenshot it on here, I feel like it always turns out blurry. Even if I remember to pose. But anyway, that's all. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Gonna try, and this, it says it's not easy being green. Gonna try and stream Tuesday morning, depending on Gonzo. If not, I will see you next Sunday. I think that's it. Please be kind to yourself. If you're like, man, I keep doom scrolling, I'm telling you, go on Libby. Go to your library. Get a library card. Go on Libby. Listen to an audiobook. If you have Spotify Premium, you get 15 hours of free audiobook time. If the book is on Spotify. Just do that. Play Sudoku on your phone. Also, hey, restart your Animal Crossing island. There's no president on Animal Crossing Island. Okay. I love you so much. I'm sorry everything's so hard. But you know what? There are still really nice things. If you forget about that, you can go to the Little Ones channel on Discord. It reminds me that there's good in the world all the time, every day. There are nice little moments. Okay, I love you so much. Goodbye.